guys, this is Fish Food with Bottom of the Map Productions, and we just got the Gorons sword, as you can see here. So our next step is to go to Lake Hylia, because there's a few things we need in order to do some more collecting. So I'm going to go to Lake Hylia. I'm sure you guys already know how to get there, so I will meet you guys there in just a few minutes. Okay guys, so we're back at Lake Hylia, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pick up the Scarecrow song. Now, in order for this to work, you've had to have come here as a kid and played a song for this guy. So look at this little Scarecrow and pull out your ocarina, and he'll remember that you played a song for him. So you're going to go ahead and play it. Whoa, that is not the right song. Give me just a second. There we go. It's kind of sort of the Star Wars theme, a little bit bass-backwards, but now we've got the Scarecrow song. So we're going to go ahead and go back to Kakariko Village. So I'll meet you guys there in just a minute. Okay guys, so we're back in the Kakariko Village, and there's two things we need to get here. Actually, three. So we're going to go to the Skulltula house. If you guys don't remember where it is, just kind of follow me. But we've been here a few times, but there's a couple upgrades we haven't picked up yet. Talk to this guy, and I think he's going to give us the bomb chews. You should already have some of them. If not, there you go. There's not that. And then talk to this guy. Yeah, he'll give you piece of heart number 21. Alright, so now we need to go to the shooting gallery. Shooting gallery, I believe, is right across the street, or right across the road. Maybe. It might be right here. No, that's not it. Yeah, it's right there. This one's like the one you did as a kid with the slingshot, except for the order is always random. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully I can do this. I've got a new controller and it's a little touchy, so so far so good. Ah, dang it, I missed. Ah, damn it. Alright, so it might take me a little bit because I do, like I said, I got a new controller and I'm not really used to it just yet. Oh, come on. I'm just going to waste my arrows. Alright, let's try this again. There's one. Like I said, the order is pretty random. Golly. Kidding me, right? I think I'd playing better blindfolded this morning. Yeah, I didn't even come close to getting enough. Alright, let's try this again. Third time's the charm, right? Well, nope. Third time is not the charm, but maybe I can get a free game. This controller is extremely sensitive. I hate it. Well, at least I get a free game, so let's try this for real. There we go. I missed one, damn it. Well, I got another free game. Alright, if it takes me longer than this one, I'm just going to skip ahead to me winning the quiver. There we go, finally got it. Didn't take me too long. You just gotta kind of get used to, your controller and everything. But now that's out of the way, we're gonna go to the Dodongo's Cavern, and there's a few things we need to pick up, both in front and uh, near of it and inside of it. Sorry, I can't talk today. What else is new? It's been a little bit since I've put up a video. I kind of sort of got into speedrunning, and I'm really hooked on it. So I'm gonna try to put up some speedrunning videos once I'm able to completely finish a run. But don't expect any world record times from me. I'm not very good right now. I'm sure I will eventually get there. I love that big round sword. All right, so you remember the piece of heart that we could have gotten way earlier? Well, now we can actually get it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab it real quick, or we're going to fall and hit the boulder. One bad thing about the bigger on sword is you can't use it and a shield at the same time. If you try to, you'll just you'll just squat down. So there's piece of heart number 22, and now we're gonna go inside the Dodongo's Cavern. It's the only child dungeon that you can actually enter as an adult. Alright, so we're gonna go to the second floor, which, if you remember, that pillar to the right, if I can get it in time. Okay, I was able to. It's it'll go all the way, and hopefully you guys hit the pillar. I know you. We did this 7 years ago. Can you just leave me alone, please? And I'm gonna miss. Hopefully you guys are patient and can laugh at the fact that I suck at this game sometimes. I don't usually do so bad when I'm speed running. It's just my controller is like I said, I got an actual classic controller, so it's an N64 controller that plugs into my computer, and I'm just not quite used to the control stick just yet. Leave. Eventually, I'll get the hang of it. So, or I won't, and I'll just have to go back to my original controller that I was using. I don't even care about those guys. Alright. I'm just going to climb up here. We're going to make our way to the room where we blew up the stairs, but we have to make sure we enter on the second floor, or else we won't be able to make it. Now, if you're not able to, get this one, you can always get it later. But fortunately, you can actually climb the side walls of the stairs. And there's your Skulltula right there. Except for some reason, my hook shot wasn't wanting to work. Alright, there's number 54. Now we're going to go back to the first floor, which conveniently is right here. Not that door, though. Like I said, I forget things very easily. Got the memory of a goldfish, which you would know if you listen to our podcast. Speaking of which, if you're not listening to our podcast, go to the YouTube page and check out my playlist. We have 2 podcasts. We have a WWE podcast, for those of you who actually like it. I know WWE is not really that popular. It can be if you're, into it, but not a lot of people are. I'm going the wrong way. It's okay. We also have a podcast we call Nerdin' Out. We just talk about the most random nerd stuff. We're doing a tournament where we all pick a superhero or someone with super abilities from a comic book or a manga or anything similar. I guess I don't need that. And we are basically doing a Dungeons and Dragons style battle, basically to see who picks the best character. Alright, you want to get to about right here in this room, and then you want to play your Scarecrow song. And you can see the Skulltula right there in that little cutscene. you can hookshot the Scarecrow, and then slash, and bam, Skulltula number 55. Now we're going to go back to the Goron City for this next little bit. And after that, we'll have our next Skulltula, and then we'll be ready to finally move on. You'd think that with a dungeon map I wouldn't get lost, but there are so many times when I do. Normally I'm in speed running mode, and I just, especially lately, you know, I know how to get through the dungeons quickly without getting everything. Especially the last couple days. So I guess, you know, I've done the Dodongo's Cavern like 3 times in the last 2 days. If you want to check out some of our speed runs, I have a couple partial ones I didn't finish because of time restraints, and there was one I just absolutely failed, so I decided to just say screw it. But go to our Twitch page. It's Twitch TV / bottom of the mat, and you'll be able to see us. Don't go too far. Damn it. Alright. If you go about right... Oh, wait. We gotta make sure it's nighttime. I always forget that. But yeah, I've got 2 speed runs. I got one that lasted about 5 hours, in which I made it approximately... I don't know. I finished every temple but the last 2. So if you know anything about the game, you know which 2 that is. And they may, depending on when you do this, they may not be up anymore, because I don't know how long Twitch keeps videos on. Alright, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and line myself up. Or at least try to, without falling. Oh, that's alright. I should be okay. Maybe. I'm probably not going to be able to reach him. That's alright. We'll just go back up here. Should be able to just... Nope, not going to work. I can do it this way. Perfect. Or not. We're gonna have to worry about that guy in a minute, so don't panic too much. He's not gonna kill you. Really? Come on. Should be able to get up there. Hook shot right there, and hope that Goron doesn't get me. Okay. So we're gonna try to tightrope this. Now this can be very difficult, and sometimes you can get it right on the first try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a spin attack. I'm going to stand that way. I should be able to get it right there. There we go. There's number 55. Alright, so now I've got my bow out already. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I want to be right about there. Nope. One more level up, I think. Yeah, it's going to be one more level up. Go ahead and hook shot up here. And I usually stand in a way that I can hit the bombs. You can do this with the actual bombs, but this is the easiest way that I know how to do it. So, and as soon as he gets close to the bomb flower, blow it up. Ah, it was too far. Ah, I almost got him there too. See if I can get him to roll the other way. Okay, cool. Now it shouldn't take as long. I'm going to get back into position. I'm going to aim for this one right there. Oh, no, come on. There we go. You want to blow him up, and yes, that sounds harsh. Golly, I really can't talk today. I apologize, you guys. You want to bomb him, and then you want to talk to him. It's like, yeah, sorry, I just blew you up. I'm going to come talk to you, see if you're okay. Because that makes absolutely 100% of sense. Okay. So he's gonna have the same name as you, which his is Fish Food because that's my name. And he's gonna ask you for an autograph, blah blah blah. You remember Darunia? He's the guy who gave you the spiritual stone of fire early in the game. Now, you get two options here. Always select the top one first, or else it's just gonna, recycle it through. Talks about the boss for the next temple, Volvagia. It talks about using a huge hammer, which we'll get in a little bit. It'll actually be in the next video. He's gonna cry again, so then you ask him about the Gorons. Talk about Ganondorf's followers coming and taking him away. So basically, everybody who is normally in the Goron city is actually in the Fire Temple. So he's going to give you a heat-resistant tunic, which we are going to immediately be using. It's a lot easier to complete the Fire Temple. It's not necessary. If you watch a lot of speedruns, nobody uses the Fire Tunic if they can help it. So it just makes it a whole lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. I'm going to save my game real quick. And then we're going to fall down here. And if you guys are ever thinking about getting into speedrunning, always remember, if you're running forward, always roll, and if you can manage it, always try to walk backwards. To walk backwards, obviously, is Z, and then you push back on the control stick. It's the fastest way to move, without using glitches, of course. Which I'm one of those people who sucks at using glitches. Like, I can do 2 glitches, and they don't even help you that much. So, if you want to be like me and not use glitches, because there's actually several categories. You can beat the game with glitches, without glitches. You can beat the game getting only what you need. You can beat the game getting everything. There's actually, go to Zelda, I think it's zeldaspeedruns.com or something like that, and you can see all the videos of people speedrunning and all the world records and everything. Probably one of the coolest ones I've ever seen is done by Cosmo. Anyways, the Bolero of Fire is the warp song for this area, much like the Forest Temple was. So go ahead and play this, and you'll be able to teleport back to Death Mountain anytime. Now, I know you're thinking, well, couldn't we have done this to get to the Goron earlier? Yes, but you wouldn't have been able to use it anyway, because as soon as you play the song, your item clock ticks down to 0 immediately. Alright, so now, before we do the Fire Temple, there's a few more collectibles we can get. And I'm going to go ahead and do those real quick. We're going to have to become a kid, and then we're going to need to go find some bugs. Fortunately, I have an empty bottle, so we're good to go. I can't really... I'm trying to think the closest place to get bugs. I think there might actually be some in the castle. Anyways, I'm going to get some bugs. Remember, become a kid, get some bugs, and then I'll meet you guys in the next segment. Alright, I was able to find some bugs near this tree. Just pick up one of the boulders. So we're going to play the Bolero of Fire, and we're going to warp to Death Mountain. Now, as soon as you get there, you're going to be given a timer based on how much health you have. We're going to have plenty of time to do what we need to do, so... As soon as you get here, drop the drop the bug in the hole, and then we're going to equip our magic beans because we're going to need to do it. And after this little section, I'm going to go ahead and buy more magic beans because we're going to need them. I'm not going to record it because you guys know where to get magic beans. But I would get as many beans as you can, because I don't exactly remember how many we're going to need. I know at least 2 more, maybe 3. So I'm going to go ahead and just buy as many as I can. Alright, so now that you've done this, we're going to go ahead and become an adult, or in my case, I'm going to go get some magic beans. So I'll see you guys back in the Temple of Time. Okay, so I'm back in the Temple of Time. I was only able to get 2 beans because I've already bought I think they started at 70 apiece for me. So we're going to go ahead and become an adult again. And there's one thing we need to get before we go into the temple, and that was the reason we planted the bean. Surprisingly, that bean can survive living in an active volcano for 7 years. I guess that's why they are magic beans. So we're going to go ahead and use it as soon as we get to the temple. And you'll notice you're still wearing your red cloak. So play your Bolero of Fire and go ahead and head to the Death Mountain Crater. Alright, so ride your bean once you get here. And I believe it's right there, so you just jump off, and there's your piece of heart. That's number 23. And we are ready to go tackle the Fire Temple, at long last. And this is actually one of my favorite temples, too, so we're going to actually have some fun with this. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Fire Temple. And remember, my name is Fish Food, and this has been a Bottom of the Map production. I'll see you guys next time.